We're here in the park. Connor's going crazy. Beautiful day. We're lucky to be here. About to do 100 burpees now. Let's go.
Inhale, jump, exhale. One done. Okay, bro. 100. You ready to do more, bro? My brother, man. What a pleasure, bro.
Yo, you feel high afterwards. Yeah. When I went to go for a wee and I started walking, I was like, yo, walking feels weird.
I needed like this grip.
Tap into those tiny little muscles and joints. Alright, cool.
Yeah, man.
Now I'm thinking,
Cool. Let's run it, bro. Are you guys hearing the music that DJ Connor has provided for today's workout as well? Sensational vibrations. Serious, bro.
that one's harder.
Faculties are the same, like different aspects of the same quality.
So, like we just demonstrated earlier doing some burpees, that's a holistic workout because we're using our body holistically. We're not just doing a bicep curl where we're using our body egotistically, where we're just thinking about one muscle. We're using our body all round, every muscle is working.
Yes.
So, here's another one that you can do for free. All you need to find yourself is a tree. And yeah, you want to preferably use some joggers that you don't care about getting dirty. And yeah, so the thicker the tree, the harder it is. So I recommend starting on skinny trees like this.
Show us, bro, what's going on?
And what we want to do, we want to first just give it a little hug, give it a little stroke, let the tree know wagwan. Yes, thank you, tree, I'm grateful for you being here. And what we want to do,
Thank you, tree.
one leg up, and we hold, hug it, big hug, bring the other leg up, and sort of like put our feet like that, and then bang, we're on the tree, we're latched on, you know, and just pretend that there's like a tiger at the bottom of the tree trying to get you, you know, and you just hold on, and you hold on until you can't anymore. And this works every single muscle. And what you can also do is you can also like let your legs go and just use the top half a bit more, but you're still using your legs, reattach, and then you can also do is hold on.
Yes.
Like that.
And
It's
so by
hard.
doing this, bro, you're shifting your weight from the lower half to the
Yes,
upper half.
Exactly. I'm still using
Yes.
everything, but I'm shifting.
Yeah.
And it really
Crazy.
works out the back here
Yes.
and the bum. It's amazing.
Perfect.
And ancestral workout. That's what our ancestors were doing.
Thank you,
Our
tree.
ancestors didn't have weights. Our ancestors didn't have these machines where we just used this.
Yes.
We have trees.
Truth.
Yeah, the goal is to try and get round one of them.
One of these big guys.
Down by the Riverside Studio Run.
Let's go. That's right. Getting that definition.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, bro. So now we're here with this. I actually have here as one of my... Yo guys, this is Connor.
Peace.
I met Connor, Connor came to a breathwork club like a couple months ago that I facilitated, and it was the first time I met him. But Connor and I feel like, bro, we've been on some on the etheric planes. We've been communicating anyway.
Yeah, I already met you in like a dream or something.
Yeah. So it's a blessing to be here. As you guys just saw, we just put in some work with the physical vessel. But yeah, I got some questions for Connor, because Connor is a man that has, I feel like, bro, you got some serious knowledge in regards to foods.
Yeah.
And you're living a lifestyle right now that is, right now that I feel like there's things that people can take some of what you're doing and live in a more healthier state. So, as we just said, Connor, we're here.
We're here, man.
Bro, I wanted to ask you, how have you gotten here, brother?
How have I got in here?
Like, how are you at this point in your life? How old are you, bro?
18.
You're 18? How are you here as an 18-year-old, embodying some of these... How are you here? How have you got here, bro? Is there anything you can share with us?
You know what? I'll probably just say... Let's go a bit more down. I'll probably say, number one, I'll give 3 reasons. I'll probably say, number one, God.
Okay, yes.
And God is a big topic to cover. So I feel like listening to the God within me, God within I, and also signs and lessons, staying open-minded. Because what I've realized is that in this matrix, they want us to have a fixed mind. They want us to already have a fixed opinion on something before we hear anyone else's story.
Yes.
And it's like that's detrimental, man, because we want to be able to take things from everyone. Like every day we can learn something new if we have the mind in that sort of state. You know, if we have the mind open. And I feel like that's what's helped me a lot, you know.
100.
Keeping the mind open.
Yes, brother. Hello.
No, like, see, he did the wrong piece. This is peace.
Explain that, bro. What?
Okay, so this means this, like, subconsciously, people will be like, oh, it's just a sign. It's just a hand sign. Oh, look, we can go here. It's just a hand sign. But subconsciously, everything has a subconscious effect on us. So this is separate.
Yeah, for sure.
It's separate.
Yeah.
This actually means subconsciously ready for war.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense, like the vision.
Yeah. And this means eternal peace. You know, we're together. We're together in this. You know, and you can find all the ancient, you can find ancient people doing this and that. I just I just have a sense of knowing.
Of course.
And that goes back with the question about how am I here?
Yes.
I have a sense of, like, because I've reprogrammed and relearned, I have a sense of knowing, like, I don't need, I'm in a point where I don't need proof. Like, a lot of the time I don't need proof. I just know, like, I trust the source within.
Yes.
I trust the source.
I think what you're talking about, bro, is the faculty of discernment. When you tune that discernment, you don't need, as you're saying, you don't need necessarily that external proof or anything like that. It's just it's very clear from within.
It clicks.
Yes. So your current diet is, please explain to us, what is your current diet?
So I recently just got off I did 4 days of juicing, so no solid food. And then after that I did about 17 days of just fruit. And this was my goal in this was just to clean out the colon. Because if we have not cleaned out the colon, there is like day 4 of not eating, I was still pooing. You know,
Yes,
I was
yeah,
alleviating old
yeah.
stuff. Like we
It's
have
backed up.
Yeah, we have undigested food in our colon.
Wow.
So every couple of months, it needs to be done.
Mm.
And so yeah, with the whole fasting thing, it can be dangerous. It definitely can be dangerous. So it's something to definitely do research on.
For sure.
But yeah, my diet at the moment is coming off the fast. I have 1 meal a day. I fruit fast before that 1 meal. Have the 1 meal. Yeah, man. It consists of grain like quinoa, fonio, which are grains of the earth, and then obviously fruits and vegetables. Vegetables like rocket, leafy greens, dandelion greens, lettuce, onion, ginger, red onion though, and it's red onion and spring onion. The white onion we want to try, stay away from that.
Okay.
Butternut squash. Obviously we're getting into winter, so we want to eat as
with the season.
that's it.
Yes.
As much
Yeah,
as
yeah.
possible. Like but it's hard to do that. Obviously we are made up of minerals. We're all made up of minerals. So eating a soursop when it's Christmas, it's not going to be detrimental, but it's probably not the best thing to be doing, but you know,
Yeah.
I still do it.
Yeah. Okay. Bro, I wanted to ask you, I had a point here written down. I got a little list of questions. So for me, bro, I kind of mirror a lot of this. You know, I took in a Dr. Sebi documentary maybe like 2.5, 3 years ago, and from that point I really started reducing my intake of animal products, meat, the cheese, all the dairy, all of this stuff. And yeah, for me, I was plant-based for about 2.5 years, and then last summer was the only time I experimented with like just the fruits, the frugivore thing, and I went a month just eating fruits and nuts and seeds and stuff. I noticed very big differences with energy levels, and I put energy levels like physically, mental awareness, and spiritually. I wanted to know, just from me saying that, does anything come to you in regards to what you feel energy level wise?
Yeah, I just feel a sense of clearness.
Clearness, okay.
There's clearness. Like all I've had is half a melon today, you know, and we hit a workout, and right now,
Wow.
right now, cool, I'm a little bit hungry, but it's like you surpass the hunger.
Right.
I feel at peace right now. I feel at the most peace when I have nothing inside my stomach. And so, like I was talking to bro earlier about how that when we eat big dense meals, it actually puts us in the past because our body is digesting something that we ate 10 minutes ago. You know, and that's why fruit and soaked nuts and seeds are so good, because soaked nuts and seeds will take 1 hour to 2 hours to digest, and the fruit takes 20 minutes. You know.
Wow.
Yeah,
bro, I wanted to share with you as well. So like I said, I was plant-based and also raw plant-based as well for some
man,
time.
the raw is magical because that's more tapped in. I definitely feel like the end goal is to eat raw, because for me personally, it's definitely to eat raw, because I feel like that's it in its rawest state. You know,
for sure.
In the wild, we wouldn't have had the pans and that.
For sure, yeah.
So, but for the moment, I'm still recreating dinners that I had when I was a kid in this sort of way I want to just, you know.
Yeah, for sure. What I noticed, bro, when I went away earlier this year, I started having major issues with food cravings and emotionally eating.
Yeah, I remember you saying.
And it's at the point now, my diet is just whatever I want.
Yeah.
I'll have meat sometimes, I'll have fish sometimes, I'll have cheese sometimes, but I'm at a place now where it's more about trying to balance things. So for example, my meat consumption is, for me right now, it's maybe like once a week. if maybe once every 2 weeks, I might have some consume some type of meat. But eggs for me are every day. Like the eggs, bro. When I started eating the eggs again, but I'm not saying this in any type of way. Just for me personally, it got to a point where my body, I was like, it felt like it wanted some of these things again, so I just followed it. So that's currently like what I'm doing right now. I'm just following. But though, bro, I also acknowledge. Please.
I got something to counter that. The thing is, man, we have been invaded. Our vessels have been invaded by an alien species called parasites. Okay.
Interesting.
So you listening to your body, yes, you could be tapping into your body, but there's a high possibility that you are tapping into the parasites. There's a high possibility, bro. Because, bro, how old are you?
23.
Exactly, bro. And when did you start eating a bit better?
Maybe like 3 years ago.
Exactly, bro. So what? For 20 years of your life, you were eating pretty bad.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be some little guys in there, and they control us, bro.
Yes,
it's
for
mad.
sure.
It's mad. Like these foods that we eat, the processed foods, the foods that aren't from this planet. Yeah. What they do is that it plants. It's a breeding ground for these parasites. It's a breeding ground. So they breed and breed and breed, and then you have more, and they breed and breed and breed, and it's like, oh, I fancy some meat. But do you think
is that you or is that something else?
Yeah, man. Would your soul really want that? Like, that's why it's so like. That's why we must clean the vessel, definitely. Parasite cleanse is needed, definitely.
So that takes us perfectly onto the next topic.
Awesome.
Bro, parasites, detoxing, and I wrote here detoxing the colon because I know that's what you just did. Can you give people watching any tips or anything that you've learned so far about where one can start, what fruits? Because I know there's something like the papaya, the seeds, things of this nature. Is there anything like that? That you can share?
Yeah, what I would recommend, it goes from fruit fasting to smoothie fasting to juice fasting to water fasting. And so water fasting being the hardest and fruit fasting being the easiest. Okay? So if someone's I just recommend fruit fast. Keep doing fruit fasting 12 hours plus every time. Time until you can do a while, until you can do a while with the fruit. And then go on to the smoothie fasting where you're only consuming liquids. And what you want to be doing, you want to have a goal with this. Like, do you want to destroy some parasites? If you do, you want to start taking some bitter herbs.
Bitter herbs,
and these bitter herbs, they're the definition of bitter.
Yes.
For 21 days, I was taking them.
Can you name some, bro?
Yeah, I can. So wormwood, it's
wormwood.
In the name. Wormwood's a very bitter herb. Quassia, also known as bitter bark. Proteosa from Mexico, so it's very strong. Black walnut hulls.
Yes.
That's another one. And you want to boil this up in a tea.
Okay.
And also another thing is papaya seeds.
Yes.
Swallowing the papaya seeds. Don't bite them, just swallow them whole because they act as a magnet.
Yes.
It's mad. Like the higher power knew.
Yeah.
The higher power knew that it was gonna get to this.
Wow.
And so, swallow them. So, first thing when you wake up, swallow them, and the parasites will get stuck to them, and then they'll come out somehow. They can also come out in smelly odors. It's not just about seeing them. Like.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Interesting.
Definitely.
Wow, bro.
And with the colon cleanse, it's definitely mandatory. But guys, it's a journey. Don't see this like if you're really serious about getting into your health bag. My Instagram is Aligning Horizon. Hit me up. I can chat to you. I'm cool like that.
Yes.
But it's a journey, guys. Like it's a journey. Like, don't try rush into it because that's where problems occur.
Absolutely. And yeah, there's gonna be a link to Connor's Instagram and all of that stuff down below. Last thing, bro, that I wanted to ask you. We touched upon sweet cravings. I've seen on your story on your Instagram, you have some lovely sweet alternatives.
Yeah.
Could you share with us a few or something like some sweet alternative that you are currently eating and enjoying?
Hey, man.
Peace, brother. How are you?
Yeah, what's going on?
Huh?
Can you share with us any sweet treats, recipes that you've been compiling together?
Yeah. So we want to use dates, okay? Dates are the sweets from God. Dates,
Yes.
dried prunes, dried mango.
Yes.
Stock up on these, seriously. Order in bulk, because they can be expensive, you know. It's how they've set this world up. They've put the shit really expensive, and then the real stuff. They put the shit really cheap, and then the real stuff expensive. So yeah, we need to order in bulk, and a good combo is dates and some dates and some soaked nuts with some coconut shavings.
Yup.
With some tahini.
Yes.
Oh, that slaps. Okay, blend it up in the blender. Cookbook is on the way.
We're waiting for that, bro. Truly.
Cookbook is on
We're
the
truly
way.
waiting for that.
Yeah, man. But I'm also going to be posting some recipes on YouTube as well
Yes.
to help the family. But yeah, get creative. Get creative with it, you know. Don't be afraid to just create.
And that really feels like the message. Like, to do this, to like take the next step in your health, you really do need to start cooking and start experimenting and like the creativity aspect.
Seriously, man, we gotta cook. We gotta learn how to cook for ourselves, not just our mum and our dad's cooking for us because they don't know. Like, it's lack of knowledge. It's lack of knowledge.
sure.
Like, if most people knew what I knew, they would be like, okay, mad. But people don't know. Like, and you can't judge someone if they don't know. If
For
they
sure.
know and then they're choosing to ignore, that's a whole different story.
For sure. One thing I wanted to share, bro, with the sweet stuff. My mom's like big on like the sweet treat stuff. So my mom will do dates, banana, a bit of almond butter, and a bit of cacao, like all in a little mixture, like pieced together. And bro, it tastes sensational.
I bet.
So there's ways, isn't there? There's ways to like,
There's ways.
yeah, man, there's ways.
There's ways around it. You know, it just takes a bit of effort.
Yeah,
a lot
for
of
sure.
people,
Yeah, for
ain't
sure.
willing to put in the effort.
Yes,
But if we want to change, we gotta put in the effort.
Absolutely.
It's just like gym. It's
Yeah.
like working out. Like we want to change, we want to get stronger, we gotta put in the effort. We want to get healthier, we gotta put in the effort.
That's it.
Serious.
Connor, bro.
It's been a pleasure, man. It's been
Thank
a pleasure.
you. Thank you for sharing.
I hope I can help some of you guys. Like I said, tag the Instagram in below, tag the YouTube below. If you've got any questions, come hit me up. Yeah, man.
Yes. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, bro.